Hello and welcome to how to do 2-point perspective projection drawings. I'm Stuart McEwing, your host, where we're going to do this exercise. For this exercise we're going to need a pencil and a rubber, but I'm going to use these pens so you can see my lines. What's also going to come in handy are these French curves, because as you will see on this page we have some really nice curved objects to do in our perspective. Now we have done a wheel like this before, but previously it's been the elevation that looks like this. Today it's the plan. So this might be a wheel or a tire that's on its side, as like a tire that you might find in your garden. So as we begin here, we'll see that yes, we've got the plan and we've got our station point, which is our observer looking down on this tire that he might find in the garden. We have the picture plane, which is the this imaginary wall that you'll see here, and this picture plane stands in relation to the plan and the observer. As you can see, the object is within a cone of 30 degrees out that way, and we will be viewing here the image as it appears on that invisible wall. We also have the elevation ready to go, and the ground line, and the horizon line is also given. And so with all two instrumental drawings, what we need to do first is align our page to the T-square. So I'll just use this line to align the page, looking right over the T-square. Tape those in. You use clips is better, but tape will do. Okay, and just a tip for this, I'll just use pencil. We've got this drawing here, which if you draw a line through here, a line through here, we'll be able to get this line and this line, this line on the 60 degrees, and this line. So we get that wheel inside a crate, and that's going to help us a lot. Also, so parallel to this crate, from the station point we go up to the picture plane. Again, from the station point up to the picture plane, and that sets up down from the picture plane onto the horizon line. Now we could go up to the horizon line, but the horizon line is given us below the picture plane. So here we have vanishing point 1, and vanishing point 2, or left and right. And that's, so we've got our vanishing points now. Now to get our true height. Now the truth is that we can take our true height from any point on here, but I think probably the most convenient true height is going to be from the back here onto the picture plane. And as you can see very clearly, this line connects the picture plane to our object, and it does so in a very convenient line that's aligned with our crate and our setup for the vanishing points. So this line will come down here, down to the ground line, and this line here, so that part of the true height line is our actual true height of our object. Okay, since you can see these, we can see the pencil lines. I'm going to continue with the pencil. So from the vanishing points, I want to come out from the horizon line through my that's the bottom of the height, the true height, where the ground line connects to the true height line, come all the way out there, and we can start to see the ground forming. This line out here from the vanishing point is representing this line out here as it goes backwards there. Okay, so we'll work from the side of the crate to get our crate in before we do anything else. From the station point to the side of that crate, it's coming up to the picture plane there. From the station point up to the side of that crate, up to the picture plane there. And those 2 points, as they come down onto that ground plane, here, 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 from the station point up to this part of the crate, comes down, and from the station point to that other corner, this will be the front corner, which we actually may not need to do, but we can use that to check. It's from the vanishing point, come out from this point, from the vanishing point, from this vanishing point will come out from here, which is the back, from, ignore that part, that's error of mine. So this guy from the station point goes through that point up to the picture plane and straight down onto this line, so that's the corner, and from this vanishing point through here and we see it meets here. That's our forward corner. You can see it's kind of quite distorted on that corner, isn't it? It's very sharply angled. Well, it's starting to become distorted, and we can just check that that's in the right position by going from the station point up through this corner where it hits the picture plane. Should come straight down. Pretty much we've got it pretty accurately right there. So we didn't need this last one, but we found it because it's right there and we can check it. So here we've got the plane sitting on the ground of the square here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up this plane so we get the full crate. So from this horizon line, we're going to connect it through that point there. This one is a bit longer. And so this gives us this point and this point. From the vanishing point, we can go out here, and from there to vanishing point here. So there we have our crate, and our wheel is going to sit inside of there, be on an angle, something like that. Okay, so now what we want to do, now with that we've got our crate, where our wheel is going to fit inside here, we want to find coordinates of each of these points. And to do that, I'm just going to divide up with 30, 60. So this straight line here will represent our 30-degree lines. Here gives us those points. 90 degrees. We'll have our extra 30 point. Gives us those points. And 60-degree line. Yeah, gives us this one and this one. And our 30-degree line here gives us this one and this one. And just for convenience and to stop making things confusing, I'm going to label these just like a clock. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So, first thing that we'll do is we'll find the easy ones. And here's the easy ones. They're the ones that fall on the side of our crate. And they'll be halfway inside the crate, halfway inside the crate, halfway inside the crate, and there, all with the foreshortening. So here's how we'll do that. From the station point to the edge of the crate, through 6, up to the picture plane, gives us that point. That's 6. From the station point, up from 9, this one here is 9. Up from 12, one there is 12. Up from 6, we've done 6, up from 3. Okay, so when those come down, 3 is on this back side. I'll bring it right down there. So those points, you can see the foreshortening there, so that's shorter than that one. 6 is on this front side. Here and here. 12, right at the back. Here and here. 9 on this front side. Very dramatic foreshortening because of the angle. Okay, so we've got our circles starting to appear here. Now we need these ones. These are the more complicated ones, so we're going to have to find them by doing this. Now we could go anywhere out towards the crate, so I'm just going to find 1 and 5, I'm going to take it from this point. Find 2 and 4 and take it from that point. So I already have the third point going through here. Let's see if I can get that 2 point from the station point on the edge of the crate to the 2, or shall we call it 2 dash, on the edge of the crate. Okay, so from 1 dash comes straight down, and of course that edge of the crate is here. Put a light dot, and then going from the VP through that light dot, very accurately aligned through here. So somewhere along that line is going to be my 1 point. Where is that 1 point going to be? Let's go through 1. Come straight down. Now, here's the difficult part where we really have to start, where accurate line work is really going to come in handy. So, we've got a 1, it's meeting here, it's coming up, it's going straight down on that line, almost straight through it. It's down here, following that line, from the SB up through there, from the SP, 1 dash, we've got this guy, that comes straight down onto the side of the crate, which is here. Let's get it as accurate as I can. Redo this one. So, although it's not entirely, may not entirely be clear on the screen, looking up really close, we've got the we're going up through here onto the edge of the crate, and that's coming back into the crate, and then up from the SP up through 1 down, so that's connecting up right there on top of my 7. So I'll put a larger dot there, hopefully not too large that it ruins the drawing. Okay, now I'll do it for 2. Hopefully that will make things more clear. No, I'll do it through 5 since we've got that line. I'm working with that line. So we've already got this one here that's coming up from the edge of the crate, going down to the side of the crate of our drawing. So that's be the 1. This is the one here. And then from 5 going up through there So we'll just label these for convenience. 12, 1, 5. Let's do it again for 2. SP to 2 dash goes up and then straight down to the edge of the crate where it comes out across the top plane of the crate. It's this line. Let's keep track of that one. So from 2 up from the SP, from 2 up to the picture plane and down onto that line. That's our number 2 point. And from the SP up to from 5 up there. Oh, we've already got 5. We want 4. SP 5 and 4 are pretty much lined up. So that's 4. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Here's another way. Instead of finding what's on the edge of the crate and then working through there and going from 1 to find the depth of where it is on that line, we can get conjoining lines like this to find anything in between on top of that. So we will go from, this is 6. So on this side, I'll demonstrate a different way. From 11, we go up to the side of that crate. Let's go to 10 up to the side of that crate. From the SP up to the side of the crate on 11. SP from the side of the crate up from 10. Find where it is on the crate. There. Like 4 and 5, 9 and 10 seem to have lined up very well. So from these points that we've just found, out from the vanishing point, I'll take it all the way across the crate. Okay, so now I want to come out from here, find where 11 is, out to the side of the crate, find where 10 is, out to the side of the crate, go from SB up from the where 11 is the side of the crate, and down from 11 to the side of that crate, and the vanishing point, and we'll see where this 11 and this 11 join up. So we've got this 11 comes back there, and this 11 comes back there. We see they join up right there. This is 11. We'll do it again for 10. 10 goes up there. It's there. 9. Yes, so this is the 10 line coming across, and from the SP to where 10 is at the side of the crate. This one comes down to the side of that crate, hits the side of the crate, back to the vanishing point, where these link up. That right there is 10. 9. I've got enough information here, having done this side and this side, to have this get this side done. So let's just do that from the vanishing point through 4, from the vanishing point through 5. Let's see, these, so 4 lines up with 8 on the other side, 8 lines up with 10 on the other side, so this is where 8 will be. Just checking 9. And this is where 11 is, so 11 is on the other side of 5. Oh, sorry, 7. 5 is on the other side of 7. So where these ones collide, that is 7. So we've got 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's at moments like this when you can't figure out the distortion that you wish you'd done it on the computer. Just going to check this guy. Much better. Okay, so I'll just take these points down. I'll take all of them down. We've got the visible surface of our, or the surface of our circle on the top plane. Let's get our circle on the bottom plane. We've already got 3. Let's call it 3 dash. Got 6 dash. Got 9 dash. Got 12 dash. Where does 7 dash fall? Okay, so we go from the ground line, out from the horizon line, comes out and around, so we have our ground. So 7 will fall within this line. Where does it stop? We need 7 dash, or 7 on the side of the crate. As this comes up, just make sure it's going up there. Yes. It comes down, follow that. This one, seven dash. Let's do 8 dash. Up, down. Oops. So there we have our drum of our perspective. Maybe it's the outside of our tire, and we're just going to do the same thing precisely for this one. So there we have it. That is the wheel. As you can see, even the parts where we would not see. So I'm just going to outline this. And there we go. And I think just to make this a little bit more dynamic, we'll put in a shadow. I'm going to do a really dynamic shadow with a 60 degree with 30 degrees. Here we are. So there we go, that is our 2-point perspective projection of a tire that's fallen over, or we found in the garden. That is how to do a 2-point perspective projection drawing. The shadow, though, is quite effective, maybe a little bit too dramatic, being on the 30 degrees with 30 degree light rays, but this is actually a shadow for Paraline drawing, not actually a perspective shadow. Still, it's the easier way to go about things without adding the complication of a 2-point perspective shadow. There you go. That's that for today. See you next time.